Welcome everyone to my new video related to Binance Savings. I'd like to share with you a tutorial today. This is Scrembo from Emotional Crypto Trading, and we're going to continue our video series related to Binance tutorials. So what's happening with the savings? This is a quite interesting product offered by Binance where we can generate an income. The idea is you gotta be logged in into your account, and I did open this new Binance account for all the tutorials that I did on this YouTube channel to have everything on brand new. So we gotta go into the earn feature, and then we've got savings. There is a variety of products that you can utilize basically to earn an income through savings on Binance. I do want to share with you all the information that are very important. So there is two different categories of Binance savings products. Number one, the flexible savings. Number two, the locked savings. And this is where you have all the products and coins available you can apply to. There's also a list of an extra 225 flexible saving products, just like an extra 13 locked saving products which are under this specific tab. Then the next thing you gotta know is the annual percentage yield. Very important. That is being shown with this green color. For every single coin you have a different annual percentage yield offered. There's also a tier rate which is going to be discussed very soon. Duration is flexible, which means you can turn it off at any time. You can stop your savings campaign at any time, compared to the locked savings, which is something dedicated for a specific period of time. Meanwhile, you cannot touch your coins. That stands with the duration you're going to select. And then for each product, we have different durations available, all represented in days. There's the auto transfer feature as well, which is a little more complicated and means to transfer constantly funds from your main balance into your flexible account, but I'm definitely suggesting you not to use the auto transfer and do every single campaign manually. Therefore, we're gonna dive into the first example. And they say there is a special offer here for the BUSD, which is the Binance USD. It is their stable coin that is trying to copy the US dollar. I'm up here on the coin market cap. BUSD is right here, ranked number 6. It just, trying to copy the US dollar, and that's what it does basically. Now, obviously, Binance is definitely promoting their own solution as the first one, talking about a 20% annual percentage yield. Let's find out more information about it. We got to click on the subscribe, and then a page like this is going to open up, which I'd like to explain in details. The duration is flexible. This is something you always want to make sure to verify. Then another very important thing you need to consider is that the subscription has to be done in BUSD, which means that you need to go on the spot market, purchase this specific coin, have it available to put it into your BUSD. So in order to put money into your savings, you need to have money in your fiat and spot balance. Your fiat and spot is basically right there. Wallet, fiat, and spot. That's where we need to have basically funds. We can also move our funds into the earn feature, right? So there's basically availabilities for that as well. It depends on the version of the Binance. You have the earn or you have the fiat and spot. If it doesn't show up from the fiat and spot, you need to go into the earn. Depends on the version. That's where you need to transfer your funds to be ready for flexible savings or to be using the locked savings. Getting back to the BUSD, there is something that you definitely need to know. That you need to purchase this specific coin which is generating buying pressure, and it helps the coin itself to increase in price over the time. That's the whole idea and the whole plan behind it, right? And they're making money through all sorts of ways, basically, which is how they can share an annual percentage yield. Now, how do they share that? Because it says 20%, as you have seen over here, which might sound dodgy, right? But the idea is that there is a tier number 1 called, and up to 2,000 BUSDs you're gonna have 20%, up to 2,000. So you're gonna earn 20% annual interest yield on that maximum 2,000. If you have more than 2,000, then the value above that will fall into the tier number 2 if it's up to 20,000. And then for this value between 2 and 20, which is $18,000, for that 18,000 you're gonna earn just 4% yield. And then if it's above 20 grand, for whatever is above 20 grand, you're gonna make 1% annual yield. That's what you're gonna make, basically. So for example, if I put into 500, then I fall into the tier number 1 category, as you can see. And then the estimated interest per day will show it up to me. I'm gonna make 27 BUSD, which stands for 27 cents a day, right? 0.27 cents a day, multiply with 30 days, I'm gonna make $8.1 a month if I basically subscribe with $500, which is the BUSD, right? So if I go with 2,500, then as you can see, 2 tiers have the yellow color instead of just 1, because I qualify right now with $500 into tier number 2 as well, due to the fact that up to $2,000 you qualify for that money into tier number 1, and then because I have 2,500, the other 500 is going to fall into the tier number 2 conditions. So for that 2,000, I'm going to get 20% estimated percentage yield, and then for the other $500, I'm going to fall into the tier number 2. I'm going to get only 4% estimated yield, annual estimated yield. Let's not forget that. So I'll make $1.15 a day on 2,500 multiplied by 30 days. It's $34 a month if I give them $2,500. This is how much are they going to pay me. What if I give them $100,000? This is $100,000. Then obviously I'm going to participate in all the yields available and all the tiers available. So I'm going to get the 20%, the 4%, and the 1% as well. For anything that is above, $20,000 BUSDs. And if you go with 100, then $80,000 are above 20. So for that 80,000, you're just going to get 1% annual percentage yield. Well, my estimated interest per day is $5.26 right now. 5.26 multiplied by 30 days, I'm going to get $157. $157 per month. But this is flexible, folks. So this is something that you need to understand, that you can stop at any time. For example, you can get in today. I mean, let me put it in a different way. You want to go into a holiday for a month, and you have, let's put in, this is $1 million. Let's put in $5 million in value here. It must be 6 zeros or 5 million, right? So you want to go for a month in a holiday. You're gonna have, $139 a day. 139.5 multiplied by 30 days, you're gonna receive $4,185. For someone that has $5 million, obviously, it is not a good deal at the end of the day. I mean, I've not been enjoying all these flexible savings options because the payout is, as you can see, very low. 4,185 for someone that has 5 million is probably not the best investment out there. Yet it is having a quite high degree of safety. As you can see, the BUSD value is not changing, it stays at $1. And when you deal with other cryptos that are not sort of a way stable coins do not change their price. But when you deal with a BTC, well, whatever you're gonna make from the yield could be worth nothing at the end of the day in US dollar because of the value of the BTC, which might decrease during the time. But in this case scenario, it's not the case. It's the BUSD that is a stable coin. It copies the dollar 1-to-1. So you got 4,185 at the today's rate. Rates are constantly changing. That's something you need to consider. When you see available quota, this is the maximum you can put into the subscription. There's also a minimum and the maximum you can put into, right? So this is pretty much all I have. But the interesting part about this is that I can exit at any time. So you'll see that if you do not enjoy this thing after 2 days and you think you have a better opportunity in any other place, and there's tons of that, especially in trading, well, you can exit at any time, so it's not gonna hurt you at all. This is how it works with that one. What about with other cryptocurrencies? For example, we have the USDC, which is 1.2 annual percentage yield. There is a tier rate as well over here. They pay a lot less. For example, 0.3% for whatever is about 75 grand. But there is much bigger probably available quota. So this one is flexible as well, and there is no issues involved with that. 1.2 up to 75 grand. Let's say if we put in 75 grand. So 7,500, 75 grand. We're gonna get $2.4 a day, right? With this one, $2.4 a day. And if I put 75 grand over here, we're gonna get $4.57 a day. So you always need to do your math, basically, because you want to make sure you go with the best flexible saving products. You can also select the coins from here. You want to go with all the stable ones, or look at all the flexible saving products by clicking right there. You can go and walk through them. For example, there is the Ethereum as well. There is, the BTC on 5%. Let's take a look at the BTC, folks. How does it pay? So 5,000 BTC is the available quota, which is the maximum you can grab. But then, what do we have here? Well, we have 5% up to 0.01. That's the tier number 1. And then, as we go higher in the value of our subscription, as the annual percentage yield will decrease significantly. Not much to make from this. Much more to be earning from the locked savings. Now, locked saving means that you cannot touch the savings you dedicated. And that might not be the best idea for the whole lot of the people. Let's take a look what's happening. BUSD is sold out right now as a product. Take a look, it's sold out basically. BUSD, which is the Binance USD that is at the top here, for the flexible is sold out in the locked saving. Let's take a look for opportunities. So I'm gonna go USDT and see what's the deal over there. Take a look at the subscribe and share with you what's happening. A lot size is $100, right? A single lot size is $100. As you can see, this is always something you need to do in your locked savings. It's based on lots, right? Lots. A lot size is $100, and I think their 30 days product is the only available. 60 days is not available. It has been sold out. Individual max, you can have that amount of lots, and this is how much you're actually going to get per lot, which is a 5% annualized. Again, 5% annual percentage yield. So if I want to put in, let's say 100 grand, then I need to divide 100 grand to 100 in order to discover how many lots do I need to put into. So if I put into, for $10,000, I need 10 lots. For $100,000, I'm gonna need 100 lots, right? So lot size 100, but I can't do the math here because simply these guys are not allowing me if I don't have the available lots in the balance. This is actually ridiculous. However, we know how much money we get basically per lot, 0.41. It's represented right there at the top. So we're gonna do the math manually if these guys have a pretty bad system. So I set it to you. 100 lots multiplied by 0.41. It is $41 actually, which is what I'm gonna get after 30 days. That's what you're gonna get, folks. Obviously, pretty bad, right? Pretty bad. So for $1,000 you need 10 lots. For $10,000 you need 100 lots. For $100,000 you need 1,000 lots. So we're gonna do 1,000 lots multiplied for 0.41 gives me $410. Earlier I did calculate it only for $10,000 locked savings. Now I did it for 100 grand. 100 grand for 30 days will give you $410. I did a little mistake earlier. I've only calculated for 10,000. But now this is on 1,000 lots, which means $100,000. Each lot size is $100 as explained over there. It's generating me in 30 days. If I block here 100 grand, it's generating me $410. Again, this is very low in my opinion compared to all the other alternatives. This product has been sold out in 60 days. What else do we have here, folks? Let's take a look at the locked savings options, all sorts of cryptocurrencies that are so volatile that your product might not worth anything at the end of the day. So I would definitely not go with that, right? So this is the place where you're gonna have your activities represented, and then at the top of the page you need to redeem any cumulative profits, right? You need to redeem them every time you've got profits there sitting. You redeem it, will go into your saving balance. This is how it functions. Quite simple, yet not really efficient in investments. The payouts these days are very, very low. There's much better alternatives and possibilities out there to make money, especially with trading. Trading is something that can be done in a pretty highly predictability way, especially if you know how to trade. So for those who are looking to find out more about trading, I do run my one-to-one coaching. Feel free to watch this video till the end. It's a live coaching directly with me, one-to-one, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to trade. Thanks for watching, folks. Subscribe to the channel and watch this video till the end. And for those of you interested in my complete education, one-to-one coaching program directly with me, if you'd like to be traders, if you want me to be your mentor, one-to-one live conversations, live coaching directly with me at scrembocoaching.com. You have the website describing how does it functions. This is running between 4 to 6 weeks for anyone out there that is looking for becoming a serious trader. Feel free to check out the video and you can qualify for a free conversation with me of 15 minutes where I can describe you how the whole coaching program works, where I'll take you by hand and teach you how to build a successful trading business from A to Z. Basically, this is my passion, been trading since 2014, and I decided to put together a private one-to-one. That's where people can learn. I don't think people can become traders from tutorials or videos. You can learn technical things from tutorials, but you cannot trade. Trading is a comprehensive activity. It has to be done in an intensive way of working with someone that is directly taking care about your problems and knowledge. So this is what I personally believe. This is what quality means, in my opinion. For those of you interested, feel free to check out, and I'll get back to you on your email with the offer or Telegram. Make sure to register now for more informations, as well as for those of you interested, scrembocoaching.com/today. We have our trading journey for those of you that are in a position where they would like me to trade for them. We have this opportunity. There is no upfront cost. We're just charging a specific percentage out of the profits we achieve. On the left side of the page, we have the trading performance documented since September 2017, and then on the right side of the page, we have the instructions on how to join. That's pretty much all, folks. All the pages and URLs, scrembocoaching.com/today. Meanwhile, the main coaching page is simple, can be found in the description area or comments area right below the video. Have a beautiful day, folks. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and there is a playlist about Binance tutorial videos. There's going to be more than 20 videos here about it, and feel free to check it out. Have a beautiful time.